As summer ends and autumn begins, we're invited into the garden with a lush green, which will soon turn to vibrant autumnal colours. Being in the UK has made me realise 6 months of our year are cold and the plants are deciduous in most cases. We have autumn, winter and spring, which is half of our year. Instead of resenting this time, I've decided to try and make the most of it with spring flowering trees, and instead of evergreens, which look great, I've got to admit, I've gone for plants with good autumn colour. They might drop their leaves, but in spring we get glorious flowers. On the right hand side of the garden, I've made quite a few changes, removing palm trees and replacing them with the deciduous flowering trees. I've also added some topiary and a lovely water fountain in that area, and I feel it's really helped to open up the garden and give me more space, which was needed. I've chosen cercis. The red one is forest pansy and the yellowy lime one is called the rising sun. These trees are from America and they're not usually known as red buds because they get adorned with beautiful pink ready flowers in spring all along the stems. This one is a snowdrop tree, and you can sort of see where the fruit hangs. That is where flowers will arch down and they look like snowdrops in late spring. This is Japanese forest grass and it looks great moving in the wind. It's a very fine grass and is deciduous, so dies back. So here is the new fountain. It's a slate sphere. The water is kept in a reservoir underground and comes up through the ball and then down back into the reservoir. One thing I will say though about it is I do have to keep filling it up like once a week just to the water sort of evaporates, I'm sure. So yeah, that's one thing to bear in mind. If you're going to keep it on all the time, make sure you keep topping it up. But other than that, I really love it. The tall plants you see here are Tetrapanax papyrifer, and it's a rice paper plant. They're completely hardy, need no protection, and get leaves that go to a metre wide. I planted them here because I wanted them to go above the pergola and act as like a shade in summer, and they seem to be getting that high, which is lovely. My recent trip to Bressingham Gardens was amazing. He has such beautiful conifers there, which really inspired me to try and add a bit more blue into the garden. This beautiful succulent is a Kalanchoe flapjack, and also known as the paddle plant. It's not hardy, so does need to be brought in through winter, but is fine outside in full sun in summer. It's a beautiful plant and I definitely recommend getting it. The bananas that I thought had perished early this spring, as they died back right to the ground with no protection, have succeeded my expectations. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of pruning here because I think the Easter Island head is becoming quite suffocated in this area, but the mind your own business is spreading wonderfully at the bottom there. I have also, down this area, decided that I wanted to plant something really bold and red. So I went with a much larger, more mature cercis tree, red bud. So I'll get really good autumn colour on this. It's like an orangey, sort of fiery red sort of colour. And obviously it'll have lots of flowers on in spring. So I really love these trees. This is the fernery stumpery area that I did early this summer. I'm really liking that area compared to what it used to look like. I do want to add a few snowdrops and cyclamen in that area though, just to sort of make it look more natural. Another new addition to the garden is the window at the bottom. So I have a really nice view behind my garden. I'm very lucky that I'm not overlooking houses or anything. It's a beautiful field which normally has rabbits and sometimes deer on there, so I really wanted to see it from the garden, so I decided to cut a hole in the fence and put this panel on top. I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who wrote lovely messages on my last video. I really appreciate it. I have been really busy, so I haven't been able to upload since then, but here we go. I had time today, so I thought I'll get you a video. I'll show you the updates of what I've been doing with my garden, and I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully got some ideas or some little bit of inspiration from it. And I will update you all soon on my allotment. Thank you all for supporting me, and you are just a lovely bunch of followers. I couldn't ask for a better bunch. So with that being said, I am going to go now and let you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.